This is not one of those TikToks you can jump into and understand, guys. This is part 4. You're going to have to go check out the other parts for any of this to make sense. Welcome back. Part 4, and in my opinion, the most beautiful part, the ending. And quite frankly, a story and an ending to a story that will in fact change the whole world. A story I couldn't figure out how to share, but my father gave me the words. This is the part where things get real, and for those of you who know the truth about me and what has happened to me, please don't put it in the comments quite yet. I'm trying to figure out how to explain this without jumping to the end before getting the story out completely, and at least trying to tell the beginning before we jump right into the big stuff. Let's go. The next word is tav. Mark or impression is seen. My skin. As a mark of mutation and a symbol of ultimate synthesis of all actions performed in all existences. A covenant, a mark, or a sign. A symbol of completion and perfection. If you know, then you know. If you don't, you will soon. Because I have a mark on my body after being in the presence of Yah. I have more than just a mark. I have the sign of the prophet Jonah. Here I am getting ahead of myself. Hold on. Divine power of continuation present in the end. The next word is hour, and this is going to give it away. This word means skin. Y'all, this is unreal. Thousands of people know what I'm talking about, and millions will know by tomorrow or perhaps the next day, as I will be sharing the truth about this, the mark, and my skin. To give light, to illuminate, light up, cause to shine. Light of the eyes, to light like a candle, to shine. Because as many of you know now, after being in the presence of my Father, I too have been physically and forever changed. And I shine, just like Moses, like he did when he came down from Mount Sinai. And it scared his friends because his face shined and he had to put a veil on it. Well, I will be removing the veil from my face for the world in the next couple of days, because I too have been forever physically changed, like Moses and Enoch and Elijah and Enoch. I too have been forever physically changed, and I too shine. The next word, I'm going to leave it at that, a cliffhanger. The next word is sapphire. That means sapphire. Again, if you've been on my journey, then you know sapphires have been a pretty big deal too. To tell something like a story. Oh, well, I did this like months ago and I hadn't even to tell something like a story, divine protection, restoration, and everlasting glory of God's kingdom. That is how I shine. I have the glory of my Father upon me. Well, there's that. I guess I'm going to have to share it no matter what now. But a lot of you have already seen. This is another one. If you know, then you know. But if not, you'll know soon. Ebra. This means pinion, bird, wing. Pinion is the wing bone, the large bone, the joint. Bird. Also metaphorically for Yah's wing. The bird, ostrich, eagle, or dove. Feathers. It means feathers of the dove. Firm, fixed, strong, and immovable, eternal wings. Oh, this is a big part of my story. This one was huge. This was massive. And again, thousands of you have witnessed this as well. This all happened on November 6th, when I discovered I had physically and forever been changed. The next word is seper. Book, scroll, historical records, prophetic messages, legal scribe, a leather parchment or scroll. When you see my art, you'll understand why that is so incredibly important. Because when I translated this hadn't been on my art quite yet, and I wasn't certain what that meant, but now I do. Remember, what I draw creates in this world somehow. And I got a lot to share with you, and trust me, I'll share it all soon. The next word is yer. He enlightens, he shines, Moses' face. Light, a person who brings light or understanding, a leader expected to guide and illuminate the path for the people of Israel. The light. Reflective of the character of destiny of an individual, a time of the judges being raised by Yah to deliver the Israelites from oppression and lead them to righteousness. The next word is Quora. Yah's ordained events, rites, happenings to happen. events coming to pass that are Yah's will or part of Yah's divine plan. Root word, reed, stalk, bone, balance, or my corn stalk. You'll understand that soon too. To encounter or to meet. Yeah. The truth is so much different than what we've been taught, what we've been told. I have the proof. I have lived it. I've been shown it all by my Father so that I can share it with you. The next word is bin. To understand, discern, to perceive. Mental separation or distinction leading to a broader concept of understanding. To have insight between distinguishing the in-between. Give me understanding, Father, and I will keep your law. I will obey it with all of my heart. He is the one that makes deep things known and reveals what is hidden. Emphasis of this word goes beyond collection of data, but rather involves a deeper understanding and discernment. The next word is yamar, to change places, changed into, to promise, change, alter, transformation through Yah. The next word is shar, gate, portal to heaven, the door. This is my favorite. This almost had me throw my pencil and paper. Root of this word, act of estimating or assessing the reality in a quantitative state. Y'all, quantum physics has way more to do with our reality than anything in this world. Well, not more than our Father, but you're going to have to get that through your noggin. There are multiple realms, and in those realms, there are different yous. It's a lot, I know, but it's true. Enter the gate, the narrow gate. Places where elders sat to administer justice, where prophets delivered the messages. Next word is parash, to declare with precision, make wholly obvious or fully explain, to make something clear, clarify something. That's my job. And the next word is ruach, again, the wind, the breath, the air, the ether, the breath of Yah, the light, the spirit, the soul. That is the word of Yah, the ether, his breath, the light. The next word is Yah, the most sacred and personal name of our Father. Okay, here's where my heart starts pounding. We're only 2 words away from the end. And I need you to hear me when I say this. The end, like I said, is going to change this world. The second to last word is yafar, to shine, to be beautiful, to show forth, show thyself. Oh, like I said, I haven't read these in a while, guys, and now I've come to this part of my journey. To show thyself light, to glow, to bloom, to show thyself. And the last word. It is the most important word in the world to me now. Because it means dove. And it means it's time for me to share the truth. I guess it's time for me to shine, to be beautiful, to show forth, and to show thyself light. And I guess that means it's time now. I know it's time now to share the truth of the dove. That is my story. From beginning to end. Story of the past 10 months that I have been hand in hand with my Father, long beyond the veil, being shown all of the things just like Enoch of the heavens, the proof and the truth of Yah. So hang on to your britches, boys and girls. It looks like it's time for me to shine. Spoiler alert, it's been a lot for tonight, so we're not going to shine till tomorrow. Please understand, don't blaspheme the Holy Spirit when it comes to my beautiful art. That is the one unforgivable sin, giving credit to the enemy for something our Father or the Holy Spirit has done. My art has always been from the Father. And although I don't have a forward-facing camera because it burnt out taking a picture of an angel, they're way too bright for our cameras, I will take a picture and I will green screen it so you can see my latest art, because it doesn't look like that. That's backwards. But here's the story and every word that appeared that helped me share it. The story I just shared with you now of the past 10 months I've been with my Father, and everything, pew, I have been through, survived, learned, and seen the proof and the truth of our Father. And trust me, it is so much more beautiful than we've ever been told. Be the light. Breathe the light. The Ruach. The breath of Yah. It's time to shine. And it seems as though it now is time for me to share the sign that the world has been waiting for. But I think tonight I'll get some sleep and we'll do that tomorrow. I love you with my great big gigantic heart. And thank you to those who've been with me on this journey in my lives and on my TikTok. Thank you for being there and keeping me sane through a supernatural event I don't think I could have done on my own. Here's my entire piece, my current vision art. All grace and glory be to Yah.